What was that?
2, 3. Hey! Get out of here!
Some people go into the forest for peace. Others come back with stories they can't explain. These 6 real camping encounters are disturbing, raw, and captured on film. Let's get into the first one. And be warned, it only gets more unsettling from here. The first video tonight comes from Small Plots, a YouTube channel hosted by Kevin that focuses on urban and stealth camping adventures, often set in unconventional or overlooked locations near cities. It is August the 5th, 2025, and Kevin heads out to stealth camp near a lumberyard and some abandoned railway tracks on the edge of an industrial area in the United States. What he doesn't expect is just how busy and unsettling this spot will turn out to be.
This was supposed to be easy. At least I'm off the railroad tracks, which you could just look down. Not like any good spot to camp. I gotta figure this out. I hear somebody coming up the trail. I don't like that at all. Okay, so what I have to do, I can't go through this with my pack as it is. I gotta crawl underneath these vines and stuff. And then it looks like it opens up a little bit more. Luckily I'm seeing but minimal poison ivy. And then I'm gonna have to figure out how to get my bike through that next. But first, let's find where I'm going and then I'll go there. That guy is still there. I can see his, I don't know if the camera's picking up on his red truck. And I saw him walking back towards this area, like through the trees. I don't know if I'm sure he heard me, that was so loud. Whatever, hopefully he's less sketchy than I am. The industrial area. And here is kind of where I'm hoping to set up. We'll see. We'll see if I can get that bike down. What is happening? What is this guy? Why is he here? Okay, got my pack down. I don't think there's an earthly chance of getting my bike down here. It just too many vines, too much brush. I could barely get through here, let alone something with like pokey things like handlebars and pedals sticking off of it. Also, there's a ton of poison ivy surrounding this area. I can step through it, but I don't think I can roll my bike through it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it up next to the trail. I have a tarp to make sure that it's not gonna be seen. It's like a camo tarp or get wet. It's not supposed to rain tonight, but it's the forest and there's really no reason to bring it down here. There's not enough room anyway. That guy is still out there walking around.
As he tries to find a hidden camping spot in the brush, he pushes through the poison ivy and finally locates a potential site, but quickly realizes there's someone lurking just outside the tree line.
There's definitely someone or something, it could be an animal, looking around over there. And my mind, of course, goes to the guy who is still there. And to make matters more matterable, I don't know, the cameras, I'm sure, not picking up on it, but if someone were to walk down these old rusty rails here just exploring, not that I expect them to, it's getting, you know, kind of late in the evening, but if they did, they could just look over and see me. I'm not very deep in the forest. I probably could go a little bit deeper. It looks more poison ivy-y, more visible to that park area, and I'd be leaving the bike behind. So I think I'm going to stay put in this only a little bit poison ivy area and just, you know, find a spot to pitch the tent. Okay, there's another guy, a new guy, who parked and I've watched walk into the woods and out of the woods and then back in. Keep in mind, when I say woods, there's a trail. It's not like he's going into the forest and he's walking back out again. So it's like into the trail, in the forest, out of the trail, in, out, in, out. He's going back now. Oh, there's like 2 or 3 more vehicles now. Yeah, I don't know. Other than like maybe checking for possible fishing spots or something like that, I can't think of like why they're just walking in and out and in and out. Like multiple people constantly. And like I said, there's a trail there. I came in on that trail. But if you park here, that leg of trail is like 1/3 of a mile until you hit a busy road. I guess you can cross the busy road and continue on the trail that way, of course, but this is like, this isn't like where you park and go for a long walk, is what I'm saying. There's better places. Not that I think people are planning on going for long walks. If they're walking back and forth between their vehicles, and he's gone. Just pulled away. What is happening? What is going on? I'm so glad I stuck where I am, because there's no way the camera's gonna see that, but like they're 50 feet that way. There's probably flatter areas, probably better areas, but I'd be way more visible. Yeah, both cars are gone now. I don't know, man.
Kevin keeps catching glimpses of people moving through the trees, putting him on edge. Then, just as suddenly, they leave, leaving him confused about why so many people are drawn to this particular spot. He proceeds to make some hot dogs for dinner before covering his bike with a camouflage tarp.
I'm looking at somebody right now. Look at me. Somebody's looking at me right now. Yeah, they're looking right at me. Their dog barked. I can't see him on the camera. I can see him with my eyes. We're looking at each other. I'm just gonna like slowly go down. Somebody, they parked, walked over there. I guess they have a dog. And we definitely saw each other. At least I saw him. I assume he saw me. Doesn't sound like he's coming this way. But I was definitely seen. Okay, I think I'm good. Whoever saw me probably just, you know, wanted to steer clear of the guy in the woods. but we saw each other. I saw his silhouette looking at me. I'm sure he saw mine looking at him. I'm kind of in the only somewhat illuminated area in this little bit of forest. Yeah. Man, this park is picking up at night. It's just before dark. I don't know why people are coming here to walk their dog. I guess this is their only option. I luckily have some kind of security system, and that is people walking down the rusty rail, the abandoned train line there, because it's not like super quiet. I suppose you could be super quiet. Let's hear something. Really that obvious back here? Oh my gosh, I wish I was rolling just now when that happened. Okay, so I think those people left. I'm not really worried about them. But I heard something running towards me, chicka 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 chicka, and a little baby woodchuck started running at me, ran under my chair, and then up and into a hole over there.
Just when Kevin thinks he might finally get some peace, he locks eyes with someone nearby, leading to a tense stare-off that lasts nearly a minute before Kevin ducks down to avoid confrontation. Throughout the night, people continue to pass close to his camp, adding to the uneasy feeling of sleeping so close to public areas and potential illicit activity. Despite the challenges, Kevin manages to enjoy the camp, demonstrating how to approach an urban stealth trip cautiously while still making the most of it. By morning, he packs up, carefully navigates back through the dense brush, and leaves, reflecting on the odd and tense nature of this particular urban stealth camping experience. Quick question. Would you ever camp alone in the woods, not knowing who or what might be out there with you? Or do you prefer to stay warm and cozy in your own bed, watching others brave the unknown from the safety of your screen? The next horrifying video comes from Ads Ventures, a UK-based YouTube channel focused on van life, DIY camper builds, and road trip adventures. Run by Ads, it blends hands-on conversion projects with travel vlogs, from scenic UK getaways to Arctic Circle journeys. It is October the 31st, 2023, and while camping in the haunted woods on Halloween, the group began experiencing unexplained events, eerie sounds, sudden blasts of cold air, and even their equipment acting strangely.
Visitors, Brendan. Who the hell is in my garden? Oh! Crikey! Look who it is! Right, so let me get this straight. Your dog's had a haircut, he looks like he hasn't been fed for months, and you've done this at the end of summer. Look at him, he looks like he's been neglected. Why have you left the end of his tail?
He's got a little duster.
Oh, what have you done to him? Right, Lauren's been scared enough times, it's her time to try and scare somebody. I've gathered you here today to ask you an important question. Will you join me for a lovely woodland walk?
Right now?
In the woods, as deep as we can possibly go.
Which way do you want it?
well, we're not watching TikTok, so we'll have it horizontally, Janine. What else do we need from the vans?
Yes.
Can I have the torch? Who's got the torch?
Oh, I've got it.
Yeah, you've got miles to go.
Also, yeah, don't do that.
What was that?
What was that?
Do you know that I've recorded?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I actually did.
Like a low... Was that Oslo?
No, that was over there. Oh, I actually did hear that one, yeah. Well, we've managed to get the projector connected to somebody's hotspot. We're in the middle of the woods. We've got a screen up in the tree. Check this out.
Have you been having nightmares?
Have you? About what? It's nothing really. It's just Hey, Mom. Dad.
Oslo, where's it?
Mom.
What are you looking at?
Someone's hasty. Don't move.
He's just literally there staring into the blackness.
While they're trying to enjoy a movie in the woods, strange noises start coming from behind them. Even their dog, Oslo, seems on edge, staring into the darkness, like he's sensing something they can't see.
What is it?
Where's it, Oslo? Come here.
Listen, I know that this is gonna sound crazy, but Alley Cat said we can unveil ourselves. Okay, if we just surrender something to him that has personal meaning, something that we truly love. What the hell does that mean?
Oslo, it's okay. Get him. Yeah. More than enough.
And when I say the camera failed, I mean the camera failed. It was nothing to do with the battery running out. In fact, it still had about 70% battery before it happened. It just froze and shut down, and it would not switch back on until the following morning. Now, this camera's always been decent. It's never done that before. It hasn't done it since. And plus the fact that the walkie-talkie signal was failing, when walkie-talkies don't even rely on signal like phones do. They literally just use radio, so it doesn't matter where you are, they should still work. So that makes me think that something strange was definitely going on in those woods. And if you notice the last clip that my camera filmed, just before it cut out, you can see like it was like a cold rush of wind just flew straight at me. It was so weird, it felt so out of place, and you can see it on the screen. You can see all the dust and all this madness just flying towards the camera, and then it cuts out. So I have to come to the conclusion that yes, those woods were indeed extremely haunted. So that was certainly a night to remember. Now, in a minute.
The following day, Ads explains how, while investigating the noises and even a distant scream, his camera suddenly shut off for no reason, and just before that, a big gust of wind came towards him. They also began having trouble with their walkie-talkies. All of them left convinced the woods were truly haunted. I have to say, I agree, especially after seeing how their dog reacted. You can fake a human's reaction, but an animal's instinct, that's much harder to fake. Sorry to interrupt the video, but if you're enjoying it, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The next chilling video comes from Katie Roams, a UK-based solo camping and travel YouTube channel run by Katie, an adventurous woman who documents her experiences exploring the great outdoors, often entirely on her own. It is August the 6th, 2025, and what began as a peaceful wild camping trip, complete with a cold dip and a creative camp setup, soon took a turn when she became aware of a group of men nearby. She could hear their voices and catch glimpses of them through the trees. Though they seemed friendly at first, she remained cautious, keeping her camera rolling and preparing to leave if necessary.
Well, that is my tent fully set up. I'm gonna go ahead and set my sleeping system up so I've got somewhere warm to go because my hands are still a little bit cold. And then I've decided there's a lot of branches around me, so I'm gonna make myself a little chair and then we can cook some dinner. That's my plan. Let's go. Welcome to my house. This is very comfy actually. I could literally sleep on the floor with no mat because it's so spongy. I should have probably flipped it before, but there we go. Ow! I bonked myself on the head. The quilt is back. This is the Nevege Waratah quilt. I think it's comfort minus 12 degrees Celsius, I'm gonna say. I'm not entirely sure, and it probably doesn't tell me on the label, and I'd have to go on my phone to search it. And I'm in the woods, so I don't exactly want to be on my phone right now. So I'll put it here. I forgot how good this is because I can just... So I've got stitch mask, Trekmate's pillow, Thermarest, NeoAir, Xtherm, NXT, longest name in history again, and the Waratah quilt, which honestly, it's amazing. I'm very excited to use it again. I haven't used it in quite a while, but it's not been warm enough really. But it is warm right now, so I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna go outside and build a chair for myself. Let's do it. Right, I need around 6 pieces of wood, like big pieces of wood for this chair. This one's dead and fallen and is looking quite sturdy, so I'm going to take this one first.
She sets up her camp and makes a chair from branches scattered across the forest floor, enjoying the solitude of the spot.
I can hear and smell a group of men. I can smell their cigarettes and I can hear them as well. So I'm just going to leave my camera on record for like the foreseeable future until they leave. I would be quite concerned if they came any closer. So I'm just going to leave my camera on in case, because if they come up, my camera's on, I'll be on the phone with my mum or something. I'll call my mum and just, fingers crossed they don't come, but I don't really, well, I'm out here alone and building a chair. They might be harmless, but it's better safe than sorry. So if you ever are in a situation like this, put your camera on record and call someone. It's the best thing you can do. Oh, and maybe have a knife on hand. No, I'm joking about that last bit. Or am I? They're still not gone. This is it so far. I'm trying to be quiet because I don't want them to know I'm here. I am quite camouflaged. But I have seen them. So if I can see them, they can most likely see me. Oh, I'm scared. It's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Anyone solo, if there's a group of people near you have every right to be concerned because they are quite scary. I don't know if you can hear that, but the scary men are now playing music and smoking cigarettes. Okay, if you're playing music on a speaker, loud, in a forest, which is very peaceful, and chain smoking cigarettes, you're not good vibes. If you can hear that, I'm sorry, because it's also ruining my time. I have no idea what genre that is. I thought I'd got rid of chavs when I left England, but apparently not. Sorry guys. Okay, made an indent.
Peace doesn't last long. A group of men appear nearby, their loud music cutting through the stillness and putting her on edge.
Got my chair finished. I do believe it's time for some dinner. An update on the men. They are staying over there, probably about 50 meters away from me. They came over to say hello. They said they saw a light, which is this light. And they said hello, invited me for beers and for dinner. I said, no, thank you. Yeah, hopefully all is good. I'm sure everything will be fine. First of all, I don't drink. So, like, I just said, you know, sorry, I don't drink. But, you know, and I've had dinner already, which I haven't. I'm just making my dinner now. I don't really encounter people often. It's not a common occurrence. They're also still playing music, which is kind of annoying. Ooh. Well, never mind. Let's get some dinner on, shall we? I'm absolutely starving.
She makes some dinner and updates her viewers, explaining how the men approached and invited her to join them for food. She politely declined.
I'm gonna sleep in my fleece because it's not cold enough for thermals, but a fleece will do. Got my duvet. It's just like a duvet, isn't it? Because it's a quilt. I really like it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna lie down. It's gonna be the best feeling ever. Right, well, I'm in my bed now. Oh, I'm quite impressed with my chair actually. It's very comfortable. Wasn't difficult to make, and I know how to make it the next time now, so it'll be a lot easier. But I think I'm gonna head to bed. Definitely gonna need some earplugs because there are some idiots in the forest right now playing trance music at almost 10 o'clock. Well, it is currently around midnight right now. I've just packed up my bag and my tent because I don't know if you can hear that, but the music is really loud. I don't feel safe here, so I'm gonna head back to the car now. I'll see you there. Well, I am back at the car. It is around 12:30, pushing on 1 a.m. right now. I'm really disappointed that I had to leave, but safety-wise, I'm very glad that I made the decision to leave. I do try and post 3 times a week, and things do go wrong sometimes. And I am going to show you because it is the reality of being a solo traveller or just being a solo camper and things like that. Things do go wrong and there's no support system out there. So it is okay to leave if you don't feel safe, if the energy isn't right, just leave. It's not hard, just pack up and go. I walked straight past them. I did not acknowledge them. I was like head down and off I went. I didn't want anything to do with it, so I just left.
After dinner, she settles into her tent for the night, but the noise only escalates. She describes it as feeling like a mini festival with big speakers strapped to trees. Not feeling safe, she makes the smart choice to quietly pack up her gear and hike back to her car. Trusting her instincts likely prevented the situation from becoming worse. Thankfully, she made it out safely and unharmed. But it's a sobering reminder that not everyone respects the peace of the wilderness. Perhaps it's not the animals we should fear most, but other humans. In the dark and desolate places we explore, it's often the unexpected presence of another person that turns a thrilling experience into a truly terrifying encounter. The next shocking video of the night comes from Walk with Wallace, a channel focused on outdoor walking adventures, exploring scenic trails, countryside paths, and historic routes across the UK. It is November the 1st, 2021, and Wallace, along with his family, sets out to reach a remote bothy. But when the river crossing proves impossible, they divert to a more secluded forest hut for the night, a decision that soon leads to an unsettling encounter.
Alright folks, how's it going? I'm back out and we're on our way to the poshest bothy in Scotland. However, there could be a little fly ointment. It's been raining non-stop all the way up from Edinburgh, and some other walkers in the car park have advised that the rivers are too swollen to cross and couldn't reach the bothy. But we're going to find out for ourselves. Today I'm with my dad and uncle, so it's a wee family experience again. What I'll do though is there's not much to see in the dark. I'll bring you back at the river crossings. Right folks, we're at the first river crossing and it's not looking very good. We're definitely going to get wet feet. And this is just the acid test for the bigger river crossing further on. Right, this is becoming a bit of a carry-on film by the way. Obviously we couldn't get across the river, so I've hatched a plan B, and I know of a little forest hut we can stay in not too far away, so we're heading there now. But I was parking the car and I managed to drive it down a ditch, and I was like, oh no, here we go, and it's my uncle's car. But fortunately I managed to push it out, so we're back on the go, heading for this hut, and hopefully there's nobody there, because if there is we'll just need to turn back and hatch a plan C. Right folks, well we've arrived.
They make their way through the forest to the alternative bothy, managing to reach it without much trouble, and they get settled inside.
We've been here for about half an hour, 40 minutes. Then some guy came in, saw us, said he'll leave us to it. I don't know if you can see that, he's locked us in. There's a hole at the other side and I'm trying to get that pen through. And it's just no quite, pen's not strong enough, it's just a wee bit too high.
What about the spoon, Robin?
Aye, give me the spoon.
Right beside you.
So I've got a spoon. No, it's just, that hole's not high enough, we're locked in.
The spade there.
Ah, but what's the spade going to do?
Well, I'm getting there.
Can you get your fingers in there? Told you could break it down, Robin.
Never broke it down, you.
Well,
Just
I
jimmied
told
it.
you we could get it open.
Good morning folks. My dad and my uncle had me up at just after 4 o'clock in the morning.
He loved
But
it.
he's made up for it by making the bacon and egg double deckers. There's Uncle Si enjoying his roll. Give us a wave, Si. Right folks, my dad was adamant that he wanted to visit the bothy, so yeah, we are on our way. We have negotiated the 2 river crossings. There's a fallen down granny pine which aids crossing the second river. That makes it so much easier. Bit slippy in the wet of course, but very much doable. This is what we missed yesterday, Dad.
Aye.
It is one of the major exports.
Right folks,
They have the big dam in the mountain.
I don't know where that door came from. That was an old buffet. That's just sleeping up there, aye.
Where's the toilet inside?
The toilet's outside at the back.
After just 30 minutes, a man enters briefly, then leaves. But on his way out, he locks the door from the outside, trapping them inside. With no explanation and no sign of the man returning, Wallace tries several methods before finally forcing the door open, using whatever they have on hand. Whether it was an accident or deliberate is never made clear, but the thought of someone intentionally locking them in is unnerving. Still, Wallace and his family manage to make the best of it, cooking dinner and enjoying the evening before finally crossing the rivers the following morning to reach the original bothy they had set out for. There are countless things in this world that we don't fully understand, and sometimes the true dangers lie in the unseen things that go bump in the night or whisper from the shadows. The next video comes from Katie Kate's Homestead, a rural lifestyle and homesteading channel, where Katie documents her journey of simple, self-sufficient living in a remote area. It is April the 10th, 2025, and on a snowy spring day, Katie heads out to check her trail camera and swap its fading battery. She notices footprints in the snow, a detail that makes her even more curious about what the camera might have captured.
Hey guys, it's Katie Kate on the homestead. A beautiful spring day, lots of snow still on the ground here. I'm just heading back into the backfield to swap out my trail cam battery because it is down to 1%. Now, I was letting the battery die down before I recharge it because I've been told that's what's best for the battery. But as it's been getting lower and lower, it is now only taking photos and not video. Last night was the first night that I've seen a coyote since I first set this up. So I really want to try to see if I can get some video of it if he comes back tonight. There's tracks of something. That's either a deer or that coyote I saw, because this is right where he was. I have not hooked up the solar panel to this yet, so that is on my to-do list. For now, I'm just going to swap out the battery.
Katie hikes to the camera, replaces the battery, and brings it back inside to review the footage, expecting to see the usual deer, foxes, or other wildlife wandering past.
Well, that was interesting timing. I really just want to share a collage of the wildlife that have been passing on the tree line. After I replaced the battery, I came down and I was doing some chores, and when I went inside, I had captured something on the tree line. What or who the heck is this? I'm going to try to get in touch with the guy who owns the property adjacent to mine. Hopefully it was him. That's kind of spooky. The trail cam doubles as a security camera, I guess. Hopefully I can figure out who the heck that was. For now, enjoy this collage of footage of all the critters that have been crossing the back of my property. Okay guys, well that's it for today. Kind of an unexpected twist in the events. I'll keep you posted if I can get to the bottom of that. Until next.
Instead, she is shocked to find a man standing at the edge of her property, staring in her direction. What was meant to be a wildlife cam suddenly feels more like a security camera, catching someone who clearly wasn't meant to be there. Katie considers asking her neighbors if they recognize him, but the idea that a stranger might have been watching her home leaves a chilling feeling. Before the next clip, if you're enjoying the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The last video of the night comes from DT Fishing, a YouTube channel dedicated to outdoor fishing adventures, often chasing smallmouth bass and trout in creeks and rivers. It is August the 15th, 2024, and what begins as a peaceful creekside fishing trip for smallmouth bass soon turns into a tense and dangerous wildlife encounter.
Little bronze back. Check that out. Baby smallmouth on the fly. You'll love to see it. Got him. I got one on right now. Well, folks, another little smallmouth on the fly. Got one. Yep. Another beautiful creek smallmouth. Kellen hooked up! Yes, sir! he trekked 1.5 miles just for the picture. Oh, dude, that's so nice. That was epic.
They fish along the creek, enjoying the sound of the water trickling past, unaware that they're about to have an encounter far more intense than anything they could reel in.
Yep, scream on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! It pinned its ears back. It was about to charge. Okay, let's go this way.
I literally saw the baby and I was like, that's so cute. And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, here it comes. Get out of here! Go! Okay, let's get up on this hill right here. Yeah, it's got its ears pinned. Yeah. It just went through stinging nettle. Well guys, we just had quite the scary experience. We're up on the hillside right now. Callie came around the corner and there was a baby moose like right next to her. And she came running back, and that big moose chased her. You can see her down there, shaking. So we were in the trees, and we were like, what, 5 yards from it? And it started coming towards us and pinned its ears down, and so we yelled, and it whipped around, but it followed us downstream for a good 100 yards. So
Baby was cute though.
we're gonna get back safe. Let's go. What do you think, Kellen?
I'm thankful to be alive today. My life flashed before my eyes. My heart was racing about 100 beats a second. I thought we were going to die. I literally thought we were going to get trampled. So thank Heavenly Father that we are alive today.
That was scary. Woo! Well, folks, we were hoping on catching some more fish before the day ended, but we're gonna wrap it up there. We were back at the car. We don't have any source of protection, so we're gonna make our way home. Thank you so much for watching this episode of DT Fishing. Your guys' support means the world to me.
Suddenly, they come face to face with a mother moose. She lowers her head, a clear sign of aggression, and begins moving toward them. The group shouts in unison to scare her off. And while it works for a moment, she keeps trying to return, ready to charge. They quickly retreat to their truck, managing to escape without injury. Even from the safety of the vehicle, they can still see one of the moose staring them down from a distance. It's a stark reminder that out in the wild, it's not always humans you need to be on guard for. Thanks for watching. If those 6 encounters rattled you, be sure to give the video a like and subscribe for more creepy content every week. The next mystery might be even darker than this one.